Hello, my fellow gladiators, warriors, and spectators alike. It has been a while since you've seen me step on this scale, but I have made progression since being in LA. Welcome back to another episode of Awakening Hercules.
Oh, what is up, my friends and family? It has been a little bit since we've gone into a Hercules episode of Hercules, Awakening Hercules. But obviously, I've been very busy. I was in LA for the YouTube house. I was doing the Barbell Brigade thing. And while I love Barbell Brigade, I love the atmosphere, the people that are there. Oh, to death. Like, it's literally like the best people in the world. It's not necessarily a bodybuilding gym. And for me personally, I just perform better at a bodybuilding gym where there's more angles, there's more machines. Also, I've got the shoulder to work around, so I have more things to do that won't hurt it in terms of variation in an actual gym versus a powerlifting gym. So anyways, I've been really stoked to be able to hit my body exactly how I want, go back to the same weights and everything and the same machines that I've been used to and stuff. I've been able to get this like intense, incredible connection with my muscles, a great pump. I think I just needed to be back home for a little bit to actually like get those full workouts in. And I've got maybe about 2 to 3 weeks left in this bulk, so I'm gonna take as much advantage of the situation as I possibly can because I want to get as big as possible before starting that cut and going towards that competition prep so that we, the Awakening Hercules family, can compete in the middle of June. I'm in LP's little corner here. You can see the handprint, one of the first things we ever printed for BTW ourselves. It's one of the tests right there. But anyways, let's talk scoliosis and my shoulder issues. If you guys have been watching the series, it's been a huge point of concern throughout the whole thing in terms of like not being able to do squats and deads because my back has a little bit of scoliosis deviation, and my shoulder has caused me in the last about, I don't know, maybe like 3 months or 4 months, it's caused me to not be able to do overhead anything over the shoulders. It has to be under the shoulder. So I've been working around that, but actually I've had some pretty great things happen because I've been rolling, doing fascia rolling, my stretching, my yoga, things like that, rehabilitative care essentially. I've been feeling a lot better. My back is a lot less tight, and most importantly, my shoulder is bugging me so much less. It's so awesome to have my shoulder a little bit better. Of course, it's not 100%. I'm still having to like kind of baby through my chest workouts, but it's good to be able to actually hit things and feel my chest swell up and contract. In addition to my own rehabilitative care like fascia rolling, ball rolling, stretching, etc., stuff like that, I actually saw the Myo Detox dudes while they were in LA. They're a Canadian company, but they came down to LA for a little bit. They gave me a free session, which is like $110, $20, which is so cool, like an hour-long session. And it felt so good. They are amazing, which was really cool, but it also inspired me to go find other therapists and whatnot who kind of have like that same understanding of what's going on in terms of the actual muscles that are, you know, like a complex chain until you find the area that's like, you know, affected. Instead of just like general dudes who are like smashing your back for no reason, they have no thought process to it. So that was really cool to get a massage from them. It gave me some perspective on what I want to find here in San Diego for myself.
My friends, back in my original kitchen, and I'm working on dinner. Let me show you what it looks like at the end. Here it is, my friends. A huge manly feast. Get out of here. A huge manly feast for a manly man to grow with. These are the meals I've been making. I've got a large entree plate over here. I've got my snacking plate over here with my carbs, my ketchup, and of course an apple. This is just one meal and I'll have another after this. This is what I've been doing since I've gotten back to San Diego. Right back on my diet, able to cook in my kitchen with all the food that I need and want to grow. So in conclusion, my friends, I'm feeling so solid. I'm so glad I was able to keep my weight up, continue pushing forward in terms of size, in terms of strength, in terms of weight itself. It's good to be on the right track. And now I'm finally back in San Diego, so I'm able to be back on my grind. Do what I know is right and what I've come to habitually understand works for me. You know, where you're in LA or whatever, where you're traveling or whatever, things are different. There's dynamic changes and stuff, so you have to like try to stay on track, but it's hard because everything is different. Back here in San Diego, everything is right back to the point. We're right back on topic, on track, and I'm excited to continue making progression for the next 2 or so, maybe 3 weeks until we start the competition prep. I'm freaking ecstatic to start the competition prep simply because I feel like a lot of people, they don't know the difference between bulking and cutting. So a lot of people think I've like lost progression or I'm not gaining size, I'm not pushing forward every single week, right? But I understand that like when you do this, you gain fat, you don't look as good, you don't look as big, but then you start that competition prep and maybe 2, 3, 4 weeks into the cut, you're already feeling so much bigger. I've been able to see that when I get dehydrated in the last couple of weeks. I see like all the shreds come out and I'm like, okay, thank God. It's like a it's almost like reassurance for yourself. So I'm excited to see what I look like in a couple more weeks. So that is it for this week, my friends. I'm off to go edit tons and tons of CT Fletcher, Mark Lobliner footage. They just had a workout. I was there. I actually got in on the workout, just a little FYI. If you want to see little pieces of that, you can follow my Snapchat. It's just my full name, all together, no spaces, Brian Turner. Check my story. You'll be able to see me editing. You'll see little pieces, a little behind the scenes footage before that video actually goes up with CT. But I appreciate you guys coming out, checking out this episode, coming back to the series, coming back after what, 2-3 weeks off. I'm excited to make progression. I'm excited that you guys are here supporting me. So thank you so much. Hopefully next week I have something really awesome to show you on another episode of Awakening Hercules.